folks. Why am I so blurry? This is the Whiskered Woodcarver, and I don't know what's going on. We're just going to fix that really quick. That didn't work. Sorry, folks. There we go. I was trying to, so my dad had comment on me, and I was messing around with that. But hey, this is the Whiskered Woodcarver. I'm Jeff C., a visual marketing and live video consultant, and this is the show where I carve for 20 minutes and 30 minutes and actually talk with my friends about a certain random topic. And today that topic is investing in yourself. So I want to know what you've done, how you've invested in yourself and how it's paid off. And it's all open. I want to hear what you guys have done, if it's a course, if it's a hobby, whatever. I want to know how you guys have invested yourself. And with that, we're going to go right to the carving cam. So I'm happy you guys are here with me. So let's get carving. So as always, we're going to put on our safety apparatus. Man, I got my messy desk today. Didn't get time to clean this sucker out. So put on my cut-proof glove here. There we go. I saw a carver the other day on YouTube, actually. He was using, he was actually had a cut-proof glove on both hands. I like to have just the one that I'm holding with it, and then I put like this thumb guard here on my other hand that kind of protects that. And we always start by sharpening up our knives really quick. So put some sharpening compound here on the leather, and we'll get started. So just a couple swipes across. I'm going to go ahead and do my my little knife as well, because I have a feeling on that snowman we're going to be needing it today. So just a couple swipes here. That black stuff is actually parts of the knife that are coming off, so I know it's working. There we go. So what we're carving, if you're just joining us for the first time, is this little guy right here. It's one of the snowmen. It's a pretty simple little pattern. You know, the scarf can be a little tricky, and we'll see how that goes. And you always want to watch the nose. Make sure you don't snip that off. And so we got pretty far yesterday. I still want to round that hat off. Even in this one, it's not as round as I would have liked it, but this is the first one, a prototype. But we'll continue to work on that today and see how far we get in 30 minutes or so. So here we go. Just like this. Trying to thin up this brim a little bit without cutting it off. There's some jamming music right there. Just got to make you happy. We had some people from Australia, my pal Justin Brown, show up yesterday for this. I should have asked him what kind of light to use to light this up a little more. Got some shadows that sometimes I wish you guys could see better. Should have asked him. He's got a really good YouTube channel. In fact, if you go back and watch yesterday's, he dropped it in there. It's Primal Videos, his company, and it's really good. They have a lot of good tutorials. I don't know what song this one's called, Jody. I'd have to stop it. It's not like one from an album or something, because it's all royalty-free music that I've picked. I'm glad that I found it, actually, because of you want to make sure you're not using copyrighted music. So I don't know what the song is, but it's really good. So Just Jules 19, hey, it says hello. I came here recommended by Heather from Craft Shack. Yes, Heather is awesome. She's got a great channel on Twitch. There's my pal George. Hey George, thanks for stopping in today. Hope you're doing well. So I came here recommend. Yeah. So Yeah, so just Jules 19. I'm assuming you. Tell me about your channel on Twitch. I'd love to know. Heather's a good friend. She and I go way back. She's been on my show on the Google Plus days, but she's an incredible artist. But I appreciate you stopping by over on Twitch. So just rounding up the hat. This right here is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't want to take too much off because I'm going to have to put that brim around there, and I want to make sure I have I'm going to take some off down to it so it kind of stands out a little bit. But now we're just kind of, once you get the main shape done, it's just kind of fiddling around, rounding things up. So George says I'm investing in George bonds. Yes. I wonder what, are those going up in value, George? So we're talking about today investing in yourself. What do you do? What has paid off for you investing? Like sometimes I don't think we talk about investing in ourselves as much. We want to, we're always making stuff for clients or, doing stuff for our kids. So what do you do to invest in yourself? Like for me, example, I started doing masterminds years ago, and I've done a couple of them, and I've done those, and then I've actually done paid ones, which have really paid off as well. So I'm a big believer in masterminds, especially if you get in the right group. Those have completely changed my business and stuff that I've done and opportunities. So yeah, but I'd love to know what other people out here, what you guys have done that has really paid off for you. Doesn't have to be for business. It can be personally. Like for me, carving has paid off. So that's gives me a lot of joy and calmness, especially in the midst of the storm we're going through right now. So Jim says, I like relaxing and watching how-to and tutorial videos that build my skills and trivia knowledge. What are some good channels for trivia, Jim? I'd really like to know some of those. Or is it for when you play trivia games? Yeah, doing this without pressure is great. Gotcha. So, okay, Jess Jewel says, she doesn't upload, she just supports Heather and on her lives. Yes, that's awesome that you support Heather, and I appreciate you supporting me. That's awesome. So I think I'm going to continue the same colors with for this snowman as I did before. I really like the green hat and the red rim, and makes a good Christmassy kind of thing. Still need to take off some more back here. It's just not enough so far. And it's really tight quarters working here underneath the hat, but take a little bit off at a time. TED Talks is what Jim says usually builds a wide range of topics with details and new jargon. Yes, I love TED Talks as well. In fact, when I always try to study them because they're such good. Most of them are really good speakers, and if you want to up your speaking game, I like to watch those, and presentation skills, and doing it in a concise way. They're good. They're great to watch. All right, looking pretty good. Still need to round off the sides, or he's a little chubby in the cheeks. So George, have you found something that you invested in yourself with that has really paid off? I'd love to know. And we are going to give away this snowman when I'm done, for like we did last time, the person who shares the most or the most creative. George had some really funny ones that he did, and he won a penguin in our last giveaway. And so did Liz won the Santa, and let's see. Oh, Carrie Ray won the other penguin, so that was pretty awesome. So still kind of fooling around. We'll be close to being done, I think, after this one. So George is having issues with the video. He says he doesn't have audio, and Facebook keeps kicking me off saying this video can't be played. I'm watching it on some other streams, and it seems to be working, but let me know, guys, in the comments if you're having issues. Let me go to Restream and make sure that it's working. So it shows that it's working for me, George. So maybe it's where you're at, but I'd love to know if people are having issues. So you can always watch the replay, George. Let's see. So Jess Jules over on Twitch says it's sees it great there. George, if you're still able to listen, try going over on Twitch or on YouTube. Or Lisa says, George, it's playing fine for me. Hey, Lisa, thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Lisa, what have you done? What have you invested in yourself that's really paid off? I would love to know. I'm going to pull up my little knife here. So Facebook is working for Jim. Dad says it's working fine there. There was one probably error he was going to say. We have a little joke in our family because Dad always does pretty crazy texts, and some we've actually screenshot because they're funny, because he's a pastor, and once in a while a dirty word will slip in, not meaning to though, but they're funny and I've saved them. So Jim goes, fun way to watch the carving is at 4x speed. Yeah, that I probably look like I'm incredible that way, but probably looks very dangerous. So I'm just taking a little off. The problem with, when you're trying to take stuff down like this, around the nose, is that you get little knife marks that you have to take out later. So I can see why some people just round it off and then drill a hole and glue it in. So it can, Lisa goes, are we talking professionally or personally for, investing in yourself? What have you done to invest yourself? Whatever you want to share, Lisa. It can be either. Yeah, maybe New York's internet's going crazy. That's all you need right now, isn't it, George? So I'm using this little knife too. And I kind of wait to take down the nose until I'm close to done, just so it doesn't stick out as much. So I risk less chance of snipping her off. So just trying to go around the nose a little bit. There we go. And there has been a lot of internet issues, I've noticed, with all the kids using Zoom at home and everyone trying to telecommute. It's kind of amazing that it's worked as well as it has, to be honest. Knock on wood. Now it looks like I'm carving into my finger. I'm not. I'm using my thumb to stop it. So, and I'm going really, really slow. Most of the time you usually don't want to cut towards yourself, but that's like Boy Scouts 101. But sometimes that's the only way you can get in there. No problem, George. Not your fault. Be safe. Hey, Jimmy's from Periscope. How are you doing? We're just doing some carving and talking about how what people have done to invest in themselves that's paid off. Lisa still hasn't given me anything, so I'm waiting with bated breath. Lisa, what you have done that's really paid off. It's like I mentioned masterminds for me. That's probably professionally, and then carving, of course. Jim goes, I wonder how distorted the search engine algorithms, Google, Bing, etc., are getting with weeks of surge traffic and watch times. Yeah, well, that was one of the things, just even looking at our stats for like Social Media Examiner, live video, and all that. I don't, best time to post. Everything is new. Everything is out the window. Yeah, Jimmy, I can't because I'm carving, so just say it again and I'll try to answer it. I'm sorry I missed the first one. It didn't come through for some reason. It's kind of hard for me to go back on all the platforms. I try to read them as I go through, as they pop up. I'm using Ecamm to stream, and I'm also using Restream.io to go to all these different places, and it condenses them and brings them over into the comments. And once in a while, it'll miss one. Yeah, I just saw your comment. No worries, just checking, Jimmy's. So that's they do come through. It just may not be as fast as what you're seeing. So we'll take some off here. Yeah, I'm thinning up that a little bit. So see what you think. Getting there. Then right before the end is his little smile there. I just will draw on and use the V tool just to go through around there. And I still need to take out there's little indentations where his eyes are, so I need to do that. I'll use a little gouge for that. So Lisa says, I don't think you've ever consciously invested in yourself. Well, I beg to differ. I know you had mentioned earlier on one of these lives that you write stories that you don't share with anybody, and I think that's investing in yourself. That's you're putting something from your imagination down on paper. I think that's, a lot of people don't do that, and I have a feeling a lot of good comes from that, even if it's just your mental health helping, do that. So I'm sure that there's something, Lisa. And that hat's pretty good. It's getting pretty round, a little bit more on the side cheeks here. Then I'm going to put the little brim on his hat. Donna Moritz from Australia. She goes, hey Jeff, love that you're doing this. I think the banjo music sends me into a trance. My dad plays banjo and mandolin, so I grew up with that sound in the background. Can't wait for the painting episodes. Yes. We're getting close to, got a couple more we're going to do, and then we'll do some painting. So, Donna, I play actually the 5-string banjo, and if you don't know Donna Moritz, you need to follow her, Socially Sorted. She has some great tips. I love all her visual marketing she does. So, Donna, if you're still here, go ahead and drop the link to that, your channels or whatever you want in the comments, because I think people need to find out about you if they don't know you. But, yeah, so Donna plays the drums. Like I saw her play, was that Content Marketing World with Ian playing the piano? That was awesome. That was an awesome thing that I did not know that you did. It was funny to watch Donna jam out on a drum solo. You're playing Crocodile Rock, I think it was. I think that's what it was. It was really cool. And I did not know your dad played the banjo. That's pretty cool. Donna goes, and I just added you to my blog post that has a bunch of entertainment resources for isolation. You are welcome. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I'd love for people to know more about you. And Donna's sessions are always fun at Social Media Marketing World. She did a workshop this year that was really, really cool. Lots of hacks. All right, just kind of rounding this cheek here. There we go. Yeah, she goes, yes, it was Crocodile Rock, Ian rocking out. It was a bit at the time, had some... The margaritas made you go out of time a little bit, huh, Donna? That's funny. That was really cool, though. That's the thing, doing these kind of carving shows that I've been doing daily, Donna, is that I find out so many cool things about my friends that I just didn't know. It's like sitting around a campfire talking. She goes, but your session had me cracking up about the chiropractor story. Yes, I'll have to tell that someday. I'll have to tell that one. Very funny. So getting close to being rounded there. Sorry, I keep taking it out of camera shot. Yeah, he's got a little booty on him, but I'll fix that really quick. You can see where it kind of split when I was, because sometimes when you go with the grain, it splits in a bad way, and so you kind of have to work it so it goes across the grain and you don't have those splits. See, it just did it there again. There we go. Looks a little better. And see, some I've seen some wood carvers, they'll take it and then they'll sand it. You know, I like the cut marks. That's just there's a certain style that I like to see that it was carved out of wood, and I like seeing the little marks. But you know, if you don't and you want to start carving, you can for sure sand it out. That's just my style that I like to do. So Donna goes, here you go. This post keeps growing. Keep adding new fun things. You're next to John Krinsky. Hey, yes, some good news. I haven't watched the episodes yet, but my daughter loves them, and she loves John Krinsky. I think that's how you say his name. Well, I'm honored that you put me next to him. All right, so we're gonna get the old pencil out. Oh, got my beard in the way. And kind of see how high I want to have my my brim of my hat. Now, it's gonna go around this way. And I'm just eyeballing it. Kind of where I want it. Something like that. There. Not perfect, but it gives me an idea. And then I'll take my V tool. I always have to look to make sure. So it's hard to see, but let me put it up against something black. But it's just what it's a V on the end of this thing, and I'm just gonna run this across here a little bit to kind of buff that out. Oops. I need it on the sides here, and then I'll start just going really lightly around where I drew that line. Because then I'll take my knife after that and kind of cut down to it. Oops. And this is really hard wood, and it's and it's slippery and around, and so I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it because I don't want it to be jabbed in my finger. My mic's in my ear. It's not good. Okay. It's about 6 minutes. Yeah, we should get really going on this brim of this hat. And then the next session will pretty much be just putting the mouth on, the scarf, and gosh, I gotta get another project going. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do. I think we'll do a bear. I think I have the wood for that. So let me know in the comments if you think I should do this bad boy. This is the first one I ever did too. You can see all my first starts. I think I'll try to do this guy again. I really like him. So let me know if that's what we should do next. So Lisa asks, what is my favorite wood to carve? It's probably this basswood. There's some stuff I really want to start to try to carve. If you've seen those cotton bark like fairy houses, I really want to do one of those someday. And I don't even. I've heard that cottonwood gets sand in it from like the driftwood and stuff, and can be really. You almost need a whole nother set of tools. So I haven't decided, if that's what I'd love to carve someday. But mostly it's always this basswood because it takes paint really well, and it's I don't know, I just like it. So there we got the groove around it where we drew it. Now I'm just going to take some of the wood, if you can see here, kind of down to it. So that's what I'm trying to do. So in about 4 minutes. So it's kind of. Well, you know what? I'm going to use that groove and I'm going to go around it like this. Cut into it. That way it'll stop when I get there. And yes, Donna, I am a lefty. Yep. All my life. But it's really weird. Like I'm a lefty, but I use right-handed scissors. I don't know if that was because I had to in school. But I would golf right-handed because it would help pull my swing through. So that was always good. But yep, always a lefty. In fact, I was so stoked. I love to cook, and I found on sale some shun knives, or some of my favorite Japanese knives, and they had like left-handed ones, and so only I can use them, and they're awesome. So we're just going down to that brim. If you notice, I started pretty much in the back in case I mess up. I can fix it. Figure out what I did wrong. I don't have to take it down too much, just enough to make that brim stand out a little bit. And I'll probably do it on the bottom too. I'm really careful. I'm holding it back with my gloved hand to do this. So I'm really controlling that cut down so I don't go too far. All right, about 2 more minutes. We'll be done for this session. And I do that clock so you guys can see how much you can actually get done in just 30 minutes every day. Really, how else would you rather spend it? Doing something fun with some carving, talking to your friends. I'm so stoked, Donna, that you stopped by. What time is it there? Is it like 8 in the morning? I think that's Justin Brown stopped by yesterday, and he said I think it was 8 in the morning for him. So that's pretty early for you to. I don't usually jump on Facebook at 8. Maybe I do. Anyway. Donna, do you paint or any? I mean, you're very visual and you do all the cool marketing stuff, but do you have do a crafting thing that you like to do? So she remembers, I'm reading a book as a kid called Treasures of the Snow that had wood carving in it. Ooh, very cool. I tend to carve a lot of Christmas stuff. So, Donna says, it's 8:30. I was lurking yesterday for a quick period while making my coffee, but the kids distracted you. Yes, they will tend to do that. There we go. Just little cuts, about 1 minute 14, and we'll finish her up. But you can see, if you look right towards the top, you see it's starting to have a little lip on the hat brim. And, I mean, I guess I wouldn't have to. I just like that some of those little details like that. 45 seconds. There we go. George likes it when I say happy little cuts, so I have to say it every time for him. Making happy little cuts. So Donna says, I used to do pen and ink at school and drawing a lot and have dabbled with painting, but want to learn how to do it properly. Need to do more. My daughter is also super creative. Yes, kids are. My daughter does a lot of that stuff too. She's a really good artist. All right, there we go. So you can see the hat brim coming through there, getting a little bit of detail on it, and then we'll do the scarf probably tomorrow, and the mouth, and probably do the eyes as well. So we're getting really close to getting this one done. And as always, we finish the time together by sharpening the knife. Make sure it's sharp and goes back in its protective covering. Let's do that really quick. Just Jules, thank you so much for stopping by over from Twitch. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support of Heather. She is an awesome artist as well, and I love her to death. She is the coolest lady. All right, Donna, have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good day at work. I'm going to go eat and take a break. So I appreciate you stopping by. And as always, all you guys, thank you so much for coming today. It's been awesome. Man, my camera keeps getting out of focus. But anyway, it's the end of the show. It doesn't matter. Thank you, Just Jules 19. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, I'm glad that she's a good friend. Heather is a great guy. And Donna, of course, have fun working. And with that, I always leave you guys with 4 things I want you to do. Number 1 is remember we are apart but not alone. I can't stand it. I just have to hit this button. We are apart but not alone. Number 2, wash your hands. Number 3, hug them if you can. Hug those around you that you can get in quarantine with. And lastly, pray for our doctors and nurses on the front line. And with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.